Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to another video from Mechanics R Us at Ryan Auto Mechanic Shop. And today we're talking about saving fuel and how to save gasoline in this economy right now with the gas prices going up. So stay tuned. So yes, you see, as I driving right now, my tank is on reserve. The last stroke, the last mark to go into reserve. And why is driving like this? You don't save fuel. In other words, your car burns more fuel than it's supposed to burn. Why? Because there's more air in the tank than actual fuel in the tank. So one of the tips we're gonna start with, a couple tips today. One of the tips is to, if you could keep your tank full most of the time, once you could afford it, you definitely would save a bunch of way more fuel, because more gas in the tank, less air, the combination, it burns better. The car uses less gas because of the ratio, so it burns less fuel with the more fuel and less air in the tank. When you have more air in the tank and less fuel, the car intends to burn more fuel. All right, so that's one point for today. One of the tips. That's just one. We're gonna deal with several more, so stay tuned. Yes, and if you're lucky, having one of these would save you a bunch of fuel. Welcome to Guyana, friends. So yes, our next trick in the book is when you're driving and you're on the highway, if you could do 80 kilometers and you keep this at 80 and at 2, which is balanced out as both, you burn way less more fuel, especially doing distance and you have the roadway to do distance. All right, so yeah, right now that's one of the tip. That's the second one. If you're doing distance and you're going on a distance, you keep the kilometers at 80 once you have the time and the roadway, and you save more fuel like that too. Yes guys, so what we want to do is to make sure we have more fuel and less air in the tank. And then if you're doing distance, you want to make sure that you do distance and you have roadway, so you could drive at 80 miles per hour, and also you would able to save the fuel if you're going distance and driving 80 miles per hour, because the ratio works out as the engine takes a little bit of breathing space, or like it reaches that potential, whereas the engine is at a resting pace. Like when you sleep at night, your heart rate is reduced. Well, then exactly this is how the engine works, something like that. So that's 1. 2, we're gonna check the spark plug, we're gonna check the air filter, we're gonna check the coil packs them, we're also gonna check the air flow sensor, and also we're gonna check the coolant in the system. Now that's a tricky one, so yeah, let's go take a look. All right guys, so let's go take a look at the spark plug, the air filter, the coolant or water. In my case, I haven't water because my radiator is leaking, so I have to get a fix. But the preferable thing to use is the coolant, right? The antifreeze, or I use the Prestone Tour 3%, which is basically mixed both ways, right? And then we check the air flow sensor. All right, so let's go. So here we are. Open this hood, see what's going on here. 1 second. Let's flip this camera. Good, so this is my engine room. Fairly decent. So guys, this is the plugs that we're gonna look at. So as you can see, we look for several things. We look for burnout here. Right here, it's corroded. And also we look at here. See right there, the tip. Let me get a good view. Yeah. See there? Now this one is fairly good still. Here you could take a sandpaper, clean it out and stuff, like watch. It would get clean. And this you just take a brush, but the aluminum tip. Sorry, not aluminum tip. The platinum tip. We don't really brush it, but you could clean out here, and this would give you a little understand as to what's going on. So if you have too much corrosion, like really corroded, then and here is burned out, well then definitely you have to change the plugs, right? So that's one. The coolant, however, I have water in here, but you want to make sure that this system have coolant inside, because my radiator is leaking right there on the tank. It have a leakage. So let's check. This is the air mass airflow sensor. So what you want to do is look right there. See, my one has to clean, and see this one side. Let me get a good. See what's going on there. This one is actually cleaner than the next side. See? So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that. You asked me how to clean it, I'll show you. And this is the air filter. Now I recently changed my air filter, but you want to make sure that when you raise the air filter, you can see straight through the vents them. And so far I changed this one. The grease on it, this kind of thing, but it'll be all black and stuff inside. But this here could work still. And you make sure you clean in here the air filter box, like right in there. Yeah, you make sure you clean in there. And then, so this here, you take a little piece of tissue. Well, like I said, they're just tips, right? But you gotta get a professional to do it, because you could mess with this. So let's see. Alright, so what you want to do is just get between here and you give it a little rub, or you could use a throttle body spray. Preferably just take this here, or you got carburetor spray, and when you spray it out, you just leave it to dry, because of the moss is gonna leave, the frost is gonna leave. Yeah, not frost, man, you know what I mean. It will leave like water vapors, so you gotta get it for dry off before you put it back in. And then let me show you the difference now. And look at the difference. Now this is the first side I show you. Look at the second side we just clean. See? All clean. So this make you burn real less more fuel. Alright guys, so spark plug. Yeah guys, spark plug, air filter, your coolant, make sure your coolant is oil based or water based, but antifreeze, not them stuff we're selling as just additive. And also your air filter, spark plug, your airflow mask, airflow sensor, and fuel. Make sure your tank have more fuel than air. Why using my tank? I use Shell V-Power. Not promoting anybody fuel right now, right here, but that works for me. And when I use that, or something, if you're not getting Shell, you could use even Gaia or Rubis or these guys, and then you just show additive, a gas treatment or a fuel injector treatment, a fuel injector cleaner. I use the STP brand. I'm telling you things that work and that I am used that works for me. Again, we're not promoting no brands. So we when you throw it in once every 3 months or so, your system, the injectors them will be clean, and the whole gas system will be good to go. So like I said, yeah, keep them thing on top, in track and intact, and you're good to go. The next video gonna be coming up is if you're doing long distance, make sure to check your vehicle for certain what we call tune-up. Alright, stay tuned. Thanks. Support us by subscribing and liking our channel. Thank you.